Let's explore the relationship between exponential and logarithmic functions. So first let's find the inverse of f of x equals a to the x. I'll switch back to purple here. Well, let's go from function notation to a y equals statement. Next step in finding the inverse is interchange the x and y. So we're going to interchange x and y and say x equals a to the y. Now let's write this as a logarithm. So the base is a, so let's write log base a of the argument, which is x, equals the exponent, which is y. And now we're actually already solved for y here, so we can take y and go back to function notation. This is the inverse function of x. So f inverse of x equals log to the base a of x. So the exponential form of the function a to the x, its inverse is a log. So f inverse of x is log base a of x. Now let's go the other way to show that the inverse of a log function is an exponential. So let's first take this function notation and let y represent f of x. Let's interchange x and y. So we're going to flip who's x and who's y here. Now we have to solve this for y, which means that we need to rewrite this equation in its exponential form. So the base is a, the exponent is x, and y is the argument. Now we're going to take this y and put it back to function notation, but this is our inverse. So f inverse of x equals a to the x. So that is how we show, with our understanding of knowing how to solve for the inverse of a function, we first go to y, we interchange x and y, then we solve for y. So as you can see, y equals a to the x and y equals log base a of x are inverse functions of each other. So the domain and the range. So the domain of log base a of x is equal to the range of its inverse. So it's equal to the range of a to the x power. Also, the domain of a to the x is equal to the range of its inverse. So it's equal to the log base a of x's range. And that's from previous units. But again, make sure you understand this connection between logarithms and exponential functions. So between units 10 and 11, we have a connection here.